Hello everyone, it's Susan Gerbic. Let's get right into it. We're going to learn how to do a citation that is a little bit more advanced. I'm going to show you how to do it so that it makes it a little easier on you as you go through. This is something I had to self-teach myself, so I certainly know how to do it incorrectly. What you're looking at here is a page I just released a couple days ago for Skeptical Inquirer that I just rewrote. And I'm looking down here at the citations, and you see how, like on citation number 25, it has an A, B, C. Here's citation 8, it has an A and a B. And here's citation 6, it has A, B, C, D, E, F. What that means is that this citation, Paul Kurtz, Science in the Public, Summing Up 30 Years of the Skeptical Inquirer, is used at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in this article. Instead of citing it each time over and over and over and over, this is going to be how you're going to do it. Because we don't want you to put also ibid, I think it's what it's called, ibid, where you put it down. We don't do that. What we do is we try to make it so that it's all nice and condensed, and it looks so pretty. Doesn't it look pretty? So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, the easiest way to do this, probably, this is how I trained myself, is go to a page where you've seen it done and click on the edit button and look and really look at the edit. Look and see what the text looks like. How did they do that? What is it that they did? And that way you can copy it. Now that's how I learned how to do it. So let's take a look at one of these. I probably should have looked and seen the name of one of these real quick. So I'm going over here to my sandbox. Let's copy this. Science in the Public, Summing Up 30 Years of the Skeptical Inquirer. Okay, I'm just going to copy the name. I'm going to hit Control-C. I'm going to go to Control-F and Control to pull this box up. Control-V is going to show me everywhere that it's used. So it's used 3 times, it says. So here's the first one. Let's try looking at this. Okay. The first issue was dated fall-winter 1976. Reference name equals Kurtz 2006, and then it has the citation. So what we want to do is we want to look this over a little bit more in depth. So I'm gonna highlight it in blue so it's a little easier to see. I'm going to close out that find thing. Okay. Now what you're looking at is a citation where the beginning of it has been modified. See how it says REF name equals, and then it has Kurtz 2006, and then it has a little closed bracket. If we look at a normal citation like this one, see, it's not got that. It's just got REF and then the 2 little arrows, and then it has the cite journal and so on. Now that's probably what you're more used to looking at. To make it so that you can cite more than one time, you're going to change this ref area. This little area has to be changed right here. See? That has to change to something like this. See the difference? Here is a little REF. That's normal. That's what you would normally get if you use a citation template. And what you're going to do is you're going to make it look like this. Now what you're going to do is you can name this whatever you want to name it. You could name it Donald Duck. You could name it Howdy Doody. You could name it ABC 123. You could put a smiley face there. Whatever you want to name it, so that you know which reference you're talking about. So in this case, I used Kurtz 2006 because the author's name was Kurtz and the date was 2006. I guess I should start doing something a little more clever, so whenever I do these videos, people go, oh, Susan did this, if somebody's looking at it. So the main citation has it changed to REF space name equals, and then whatever you want to call it, and then you have this little closed arrow here. So this little arrow and this little arrow still are here. Everything else is the same. Nothing else has changed in the whole citation. The reason why is because anytime that I want to cite the citation, anywhere I want to cite it, all I need to do is put this Kurtz 2006 and it'll cite to there. So I'm going to copy it so we can find it in this big old mismatch of stuff. I'm going to, oopsies, let's put it right here. Let's take this out. Why is it whenever I'm trying to do a video, everything seems like I'm pushing the wrong buttons. Well, probably because I am pushing the wrong buttons. So, but just bear with me because you're going to do this all the time. I'm going to hit Control C, Control V. Oh, look, there it is. It popped up right away. See, here it is right there. And all I had to do was put the exact same thing, but there's a little forward slash in here at the very end. So nothing changes. Let's see where I used it again. Here's another one. Oh, that's the beginning of the citation I just used. See, now it doesn't have that little slash right there. It just has the slash on the other one right there. So let's erase this so you can see what I'm looking at. And I'm going to highlight it in blue. There you go. So anywhere that it says that I'm citing the same citation more than once, I'm just going to put the ref name and whatever it is I named it, and then this one will have the little citation that is the forward slash in there, okay? Oh my gosh, I hope that made sense to you. So again, if I want to use this citation, let's say the citation, I want to copy it. Let's say, well, I want to cite, oh, I don't know, let's put something here. Today is the first day of the rest of your life, period. And then I'm going to paste it in there. So what I've just done is I've just cited as if this quote came out of this little area here. Of course it didn't, so I'm better erase it, huh? Because that would look really stupid. But let's get rid of that. Okay, now here's a really cute, well, it's not cute, but here's a neat tip I learned recently. I'm going to go to my sandbox. This has still got the Skeptical Inquirer page in it because I just released this a few days ago. So I'm going to click on here. I'm clicking on here. And then I'm going to hit Control A, which is select all. I'm going to hit delete. And now I no longer have a sandbox. It's gone. You be gone. So I'm going to wipe it. Wipe. Clean. I'm going to hit save. Oh, well, that's not how you spell clean, but that's okay because it's just for me. Save page. Now I have a white piece of paper on my sandbox. So let's put something here and I'm going to show you something cool. I just need a citation of any kind. Let's hit read. And this is the typical Wikipedia page for Skeptical Inquirer magazine. You got to go check it out because I'm just so proud of it. I just love the way this looks. I'm so pleased with it. Let's go down here to the bottom and find a citation. Here's one. Hey, this one's by me. A Skeptic's Woe over Margaret Cho. You got to read that too. That's kind of fun. Okay, so here's a citation. It's a perfectly good citation that can be used because it is in a notable place, which is the Skeptical Inquirer. It's also by a notable person, which means it's a person who has a Wikipedia page. It doesn't mean you're famous. It just means you have a Wikipedia page. And so we can use this citation. There's nothing wrong with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that link. I'm going over to my sandbox and I'm going to write something here. Susan Gerbic is a person. Okay. So let's say that that is something that needs to come out of that Margaret Cho. I want to cite Margaret Cho, the article I just wrote. So I'm going to put my little cursor right there and click on it so that it'll appear right by that period. I'm going to use the templates. I'm going to hit Cite Web. And it's going to, let's do it again. Supposed to give me a drop-down box. Where's my drop-down box? Wow. That's interesting. I want my drop-down box. Where's my drop-down box? How fascinating. There's no drop-down box. Say, let's cite book. No. Maybe because Susan Gerbic is not a person. Hello, world. Site web. Let's close out. Leave page. Let's go back over here again. See, things don't always work perfectly for anybody. Here we go. Come on up. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's go back to my sandbox, which should be empty. Let's hit edit. So I get my blank piece of paper. Let's type something so that we have something to something. Period. Okay. Remember, it might not always have templates. You might have to hit cite. Cite web. There we are. Bingo. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. So when you're filling out your citation box, you put your URL to the page that you want to link to. This is if you're using the web. Here's your title. Put it in the title area. Last name. First name. Website name is Inquire. Oops. Q-U-I-R-E-R. Publisher is CSI, no, CFI or Center for Inquiry. The access date, you just click this and it'll go right to there. And then this is really cool. See where it says rough name? You're going to write whatever you want right there. So I could put a little smiley face like that, and that would be my ref name. I could write Cho 2016. I could write Gerbic 2016 Cho. Whatever I want to write. Let's put a smiley face because I think that's going to have to start being my new little thing. So then I'm going to hit insert and see how it came out where it has ref name equals, and then it put the parentheses around here. Now I have seen them with the parentheses and I've seen them without the parentheses, and it seems to work either way. So I don't know which one is correct. All I know is that it seems to work either way. So let's look at preview, show preview, and see what it looks like. And here's what it looks like. Susan Gerbic is Skeptics Woe over Margaret Cho, Skeptical Inquirer, CFI, retrieved April 3rd, 2016. And then you see how it has a one little thing right there. Okay, let's go a little further down and let's write something else. Oh, I know, I'm so clever, aren't I? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to copy this from little triangle to little triangle. I'm going to hit copy, Control C. I'm going to hit paste. And then I'm going to put a little bar right here. See? Like that. Probably shouldn't use the mouse. I shouldn't have used the smiley face. That's kind of a little confusing for people watching this, right? Show preview. So I apologize, you guys. I won't do that again. Here's what it looks like. Something, something else. And see how it has the AB? That's because it's cited more than once right there. And that means I have one more citation. Okay, so that's how you can get more than one citation. Use one citation over and over and over in an article. Now, when you're writing a paragraph, let's say you've got a paragraph of stuff here, and you have you want to use, let's say, you want to write something and you want to cite things a lot of times. Okay, let's say this says something important and you need to cite it right there. So you put your little citation here. Oops. You want to put your little citation, this little citation right there. See, from this little triangle to that little triangle. I'm going to copy it. And let's say we're citing just this first line right here. So I'll put it right behind there. And then maybe this stuff says something else. And then we put a different kind of citation. Pretend there's a citation there, you guys. And then this area right here is the same citation as this Margaret Cho one. So I would come back over here and I'd put it again like this, so that this is cited, this line is cited by this citation here. And then in the middle of the paragraph, it has a citation to some other citation. Did that make sense? Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to make sure that every part of the paragraph is cited, so that a reader would know where to go and find that same information. And that's all, that's an important part of Wikipedia editing. You just can't put a big old paragraph and then it contains information from various sources unless you cite each part of what you're trying to say. Let's look at the show preview just for the heck of it. Okay, you can see we've got A, B, C, D. We've used it 4 different times because we've used it here, we've used it here, we've used it here, and we've used it here. And see how it's always got the same number, 1, because that's the only citation I have in here. All right, I hope that was interesting. I'm sorry that it didn't work quite away right on the first try, but that's what it's like. And this is real world. You'll experience the same kind of problems that I do. Sometimes you click a box and it just doesn't work. Just bear with it, guys. Okay, keep editing.